The question she asked was, what are the next steps if someone applied to my one-on-one program, booked a sales call, said that they were interested but needed to talk to their spouse, or said they would work with me in Q2? Do I ask them to get on my email list? Do I add them to a separate email sequence, or just let them go if they don't book? So one of the things is that I'm going to answer each one of these things separately because they're all separate situations. So the first thing she said was, the person said, I need to talk to my spouse. What do I do? I've had that happen before multiple times. And I would say 3 out of the 4 occasions, the person ended up working with me. People have to talk to their spouses because a lot of people share income and have to make these decisions together for their household. So I typically have asked them, are there any questions you think your spouse is going to ask about, this investment that I can help answer for them? And typically they will be like, actually, I know they're going to ask this, that, and the other. I have offered and have submitted a little video just for the partner. I've gotten the partner's name, questions that they're going to have. And so all I did was give kind of like a quick synopsis of how our call went, why their partner reached out to me, what they're looking for, how I can help them. And then I would dive into, and these are some questions we believe you're probably going to have. And since you weren't on the call, I'd love to answer them for you and allow you time to ask me any questions in return. And then I answered the questions that we assume that they would have. I opened the door for them to reach out to me. They can email me, whatever, book a quick call with me, 15-minute call. And then that's it. And then I send that email to the person who I had the sales call with for them to give to their partner to do what they wish. And then I always ask, is there a day that I can follow up with you? Yep, go ahead and talk with your partner. How is Friday to follow up and see how things went? I'll send the video to you tonight, and then you let me know how it goes. If the person is serious about working with you, I automatically give that option. That's the first thing. The second thing, she said, if they want to work with you, say in Q2 or Q whatever later on, then I would say, okay, I would love for you to come back when you're ready. I would include them on my email list just so that they get nurtured. They don't forget about me. And I would actually check back. And that's something I would check in with like a DM, like, hey, it's Q2. I know that this is something you were thinking about doing. I wanted to check in and see how things were going. But I always would check in to say how things are going, just to re-engage with that person and then revisit the conversation, kind of like how I gave in the example earlier about reaching out to people privately about a small batch program that you want to do. I would check in with the person casually and then say, hey, I remember you telling me that you wanted to kind of get this done. Only focus on what they said to you on the sales call. You said that you had a big goal of doing X, Y, and Z, and you wanted to focus on that in Q2. Is that something you're still looking to focus on? They're going to say yes or no, and you can see if that sales conversation can pick back up. A lot of times people are going to forget that they talked to you 3 months ago. So if you never follow up, you are just missing out on sales unnecessarily. It doesn't hurt to follow up with people, and they'll probably appreciate it if they actually wanted to work with you. And then that's it. I wouldn't just let it go if they don't book and then never talk to that person again, because sometimes it's just not the right time. But I like to pre-vet things. Like, I like to look at house prices well before I'm ready to buy the house. People are going to look for service price because some of them need to plan their investment. So they need to see how much this thing is going to cost. They want to vet the person they want to work with. I might need to do that a few months in advance. And then when I'm ready, I really am going to come back. And if you just forget about me, I never hear from you again, that's going to ruin a sale. And I don't think Carla is here. She's not. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to move on.